Hello everybody and welcome on today's video. Today we are going to work on this little carpinus, and the first thing you notice that this tree has well, all the leaves has died off now, but they keep they always stuck to the tree. In nature it's because these leaves protect the buds against wind and frost, and that's a very nice thing for the tree, but for us it's not that practice when you want. It's not that practical if you want to wire the tree. So the first thing to do now is to remove all these dead leaves. So I will see you when this is done. So all the leaves are removed now, and let's have a look at what has to be done to get this tree in a good shape. This is the front of the tree. We did quite a lot of work on the roots in spring, so the roots are much deeper and the moss has grown quite a lot, but I'm going to leave it for now just to pass the winter. So this branch is quite a branch that had some critics from other people, because some people would like to see this removed, which is an option, of course, but then of course I'm gonna have a big gap here, so well, maybe I can just lift it and make it a secondary trunk instead. Don't use it as a branch, but as a secondary trunk. That's a possibility. So this wound is healing over quite well now. This branch, well, I don't think I'm going to use it, because I'm going to have way too much branches emerging from that point, so I'm not gonna wire it, I'm just gonna cut it. This branch is a really interesting one, because if I turn the tree, you see that the back part of the tree is made by this branch, which is not really good, because at this point there are two thick branches coming out, and this is going to cause a huge swelling. So I'm going to get rid of this branch in the future and try to get this one a little more this way. Maybe lift this one and use this as the side branch. The top of the tree is quite alright. This branch is okay, should be wired open a little, and from here we are going in the right direction. Carpinuses, they tend to grow a little downwards, but you can always lift the branches. The top is quite good, I think, so maybe a little fine wiring just to make a nice crown. I'd like to have this tree really more round shaped. This is not a pine tree, so you don't want to have a triangular shape. So I'm going to wire this tree now, and I will do this with a time lapse, of course, because can be quite boring otherwise. Before I start to wiring, one quick thinking. I have this branch that grew this year. I let the tree grow freely most of the time, because I wanted the roots to grow more. So this is something I'm not going to use, and well, it's making a strange turn. It's pointing to the viewer, and I'm thinking about grafting one of these shoots onto this piece of live vein here, so that the branch that I need in the back can really come from the back, and it might help closing this wound. Well, this will never close, you know, this is going to take centuries before you close this. It's callousing over, but it's really slow. So maybe this branch I can twist it and insert it here. I think this is possible. So I will have to wire it to get a little more room for it. And in spring I will make an incision here, insert this branch in the incision, wrap it with raffia, and I think after one season this might become a good thing. If I can take this bud and leave it where it is now, probably the new shoot will go straight in this direction. So this is very interesting because the curve will be very natural. So the top part of the tree is now wired. Mostly you start wiring at the bottom, because when you want to pull branches down it's easier to start at the bottom, but because I want to wire most of my deciduous trees up, I start at the top. A few details. This branch is rather straight and is a branch that I will not use in the final design, but I plan to use it maybe as a thread graft on this part of the tree, so I will have to bend it to get it in the right position here, so I can make the graft in spring. Same thing for these two branches. I try to use these to close this gap at the back. One will be used as a graft, and maybe if it is possible I will try to lead the other one on this piece of dead wood, so that this hole can close much faster. For the rest, these branch in the future should disappear if I can have this this branch here to become a back branch. I want to get rid of this because this is too much coming from the same point, and this will cause a huge swelling. And the final thing I need to do is to get this branch much more up, and to do so I will wrap it in raffia. It will no longer really be a branch, but something like a secondary trunk, and because it needs to come much more up, that's the reason why I wired this branch up too, because this should take position under this branch. So I'm going to continue the wiring now and putting the raffia on the tree, and enjoy myself with a nice piece of music. So now just a quick detail of what I'm planning to do with this part of the tree. So I'm going to bring the camera a little closer. So you see this branch is a nice side branch, and I have a small shoot here which I'm going to keep, and probably these will disappear because, well, you see they make this strange curve in the front. And at the back I have this problem. Well, it's not really a problem, it's just there's nothing here. It's where I cut off the big branch years ago. So what what I want to do now is oh yeah, I'm lacking a back branch here. What I'm trying to do now is to bring this branch, this one, over this one, so that I can graft, I hope you can see it, so that I can graft this one into this living part and graft this one here. So the purpose is that this one grows on the dead wood and will close the gap until I can graft it at this top here. So the wound will close from the outside and will also close from the inside, and this branch will be grafted here and will be a back branch in the future. So I need to do that in spring, of course, but I want to fix this branch now so that it remains in the good position, and so I have less tension to apply when I graft it. So I'm just going to fix it. So if you want to make grafts, it is a good idea to prepare the grafting in autumn, you know. So it's already difficult enough to get the graft into the holes you prepare. So that's what it's gonna be. You see, this one is going nicely in position. It's just a little too short, but it's not a problem. It will be longer next year. And then I can graft this one into this living part. I can graft it into this living part, and this one will become a back branch. And then when it grows well, I can get rid of this one, and it's gonna be very nice. So the wiring is complete now. I'll give you a quick shot from above to see how the branches are emerging from the trunk. So as you can see, the branches are emerging from a radial point of view, and the front is quite empty. So the front is quite empty right until here, where the leaves will cover this part of the trunk, so 2/3 to half of the trunk is very nicely visible. All the branches that need to be grafted are now in position. This one is pointing directly down and is making a turn here, so I can use it to graft on this place. So there will be 3 grafts in spring. The tree will have to be repotted. I bought a little pot for it, a white cream pot. And that's something we will do when the winter is over and the buds are emerging. Before the buds emerge, I will try to remove the wire. It will be, well, something about March, April, so the tree will stay wired for 3 or 4 months, and hopefully most of the branches will stay in position. This branch I will get rid of it, so I just gave it a quick wiring, so yeah, I can still enjoy some back at the tree. So in the meantime, well, this is probably the last thing I have to wire this year, so it's gonna be a little calm now. And well, thank you for watching, and see you next time.